Corrupt and disgraced current mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, is dropping out of the mayoral race coming up in November. And it has been a long time coming. I'm not saying that I'm happy or sad about it. I wish that we'd never elected that guy in the first place. He has been a terrible mayor. He is corrupt as the day is long, and he's not very good at his job. He was busted dead to rights, accepting plane flights from Turkey and, secret little payments and monies, and putting in all of his friends and family into government offices. He's been terrible. He's been absolutely terrible. And the fact that people kept calling him a Democrat just makes my skin crawl, because there's nothing democratic about an ex-cop who ran for mayor and just did a whole bunch of crooked ass shit. Anyway, he has dropped out, and there was rumors like a month ago, maybe last month, that he was going to drop out to take this gig that Trump was going to give him as an ambassador to another country. I can't remember which country it was. It wasn't Turkey, although that would have been funny if he'd have just made Eric Adams ambassador to Turkey, the country that he is so tied to in his corruption. But he did not take that. His name is still on the ballot. Even though he's dropped out, his name is still going to be on the ballot. So people will still vote for Eric Adams who don't know that he didn't drop out. Anyway, Eric drops out, and we've got a response from my boy, Zohran Mamdani, and I wanted you to check it out. It's pretty good. It's just a little quick one here.
Be running for re-election. 4 years ago, he ran on a promise to working-class New Yorkers to deliver both safety and justice, to bring the voices of the outer boroughs into City Hall. Instead, he raised their rents, slowed their buses, and cut funding for their schools, libraries, and childcare. A city that was already hard has become nearly impossible for those who call it home. But a new day is coming. Over the past year, tens of thousands of you have built the biggest grassroots campaign our city has ever seen. You have knocked on millions of doors, all to make the city affordable. In just over 5 weeks, we will turn the page on the politics of big money and small ideas and deliver a government every New Yorker can be proud of. And to Andrew Cuomo, you got your wish. You wanted Trump and your billionaire friends to help you clear the field. But don't forget, you wanted me as your opponent in the primary too. And we beat you by 13 points.
Bam!
Looking forward to doing it again on November 4th. Hope you're well.
Oh my God, inject it into my veins. That is what we need on the Democratic side. We need strength. We need fighters. We need people that are willing to go into the fray and throw some roundhouses. That's what we need. We need that shit. Now, before I get off of this subject, I really appreciate what Zohran just did there, and that is ultimately what Andrew Cuomo wanted. Andrew Cuomo wanted everybody to drop out so it could just be a one-on-one race with Zohran, Cuomo being an independent and Zohran running as a Democrat. And he lobbied a whole bunch of people in Long Island, all the rich muckety-mucks out there, to give him some cash. He called up Donald Trump, begging Donald Trump to offer Eric Adams a sweetheart deal so he would drop out. And surprisingly, Eric Adams did not drop out. Eric Adams is making out like a bandit. Not only is he not going to have any pressure running for election this time, he's already has his corruption charges dismissed. He's going to probably get a cushy no-show job for a big real estate firm, or maybe he will get an ambassadorship afterwards. Who knows? Who knows? But he's getting off fucking scot-free. And Andrew Cuomo got his wish. It's just those two again. And Zohran, he beat the pants off you the last time. He whooped your ass real good, to quote John Cleese. Whipped your ass real good. I fully expect it's going to happen again. Of course, Eric Sliwa is the Republican, and he's running in the race. I think he's got something like 8%. He's probably not going to get that much of the vote. He'll probably get Staten Island and a handful of conservatives in the other four boroughs, but it's not going to make for a hill of beans. This is a fight between Zohran and Cuomo, and I fully expect Zohran to whip his ass again. Now, I would be remiss if I did not bring this up, but got to give credit where credit is due. Hakeem Jeffries, after Eric drops out, Hakeem Jeffries did make a statement. And do I smell an endorsement coming? Finally, after all this time, do I smell an endorsement coming? Let's see. Eric Adams has served courageously and authentically for decades as a member of the NYPD, the New York State Senate, in Brooklyn Borough Hall, and as our 110th mayor. Courageously and authentically? He got busted for corruption, Hakeem. What the fuck are you talking about? Where's the endorsement? During his time in office, violent crime is down. It was going down before he took office. The building of affordable housing units is up. No, it's not. It's not. And New York City has recovered from the COVID-19 pandemic, not because of Eric Adams. As is the case in the major city, there are challenges that remain, particular as it relates to lowering the cost of living. Boy, we are in for a word salad, aren't we? Yet, it is clear that the meaningful progress has been made in several important areas during the terms of Mayor Eric Adams. Thank you for your service to our city. Over the next few days, my entire focus will be on addressing the Republican healthcare crisis and funding the government. I will publicly weigh in with respect to the remaining candidates in the mayor's race well before the start of voting. So no endorsement. Yet again, no endorsement. Between the remaining candidates, you don't even want to mention their names. You don't even want to mention that one of them is a Democrat and one of them is the disgraced former governor of New York who is running as an independent because he got his ass whipped in the Democratic primary. You don't want to mention any of that. One of the other candidates. I'll get to that before early voting starts. I said it before, I'll say it again. We don't want his endorsement. We don't need his endorsement. Zohran does not need his endorsement. And if he gets to wait until after the election, we go, oh yeah, I forgot about that endorsement. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. Jesus Christ. Eric Adams is so weak sauce. Andrew Cuomo is crooked as a dog's hind leg. And did I say Eric Adams or Andrew Cuomo? One and the same, honestly. One of them is grabbing asses and the other one's grabbing flights from Turkey. One of them does corruption in the State House and the other one does corruption, I don't know, falafel vendors on the street. It's just petty ass Eric Adams bullshit. Oh my God, man. Zohran, please spank these boys. Spank them real good. They need it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like and subscribe. Keep rocking.